Hey guys, Petzergling and Daz here, bringing you the fourth set of the final MSL round of 32 Group D, the losers game actually, Ro32 versus Doctor.K. And both of these guys, well, I would say Ro32 put up some interesting games. I mean, I've seen a few of his games, but Doctor.K, I've never heard of him, and I've seen one game and he lost to Dark Templars in a PvP against Free. So Ro32 being the super Dark Templar Protoss that he is, I think he may have the upper hand on Doctor.K, although, you know, both of these guys fairly new players. I mean, pretty much the only thing that either of these players have ever accomplished is being here right now. So, I mean, I would say both of these players are almost equally, exactly the exact same skill. So, I mean, it's really tough to sort of make predictions on this. Being a mirror matchup on a new map, I mean, there's pretty much absolutely nothing I can say leading into this game. How about you?
You know what I can say? Just by looking at them, I've noticed that, like, if you look at it, Doctor.K looks like a younger. Okay, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna sync this up first. So 2, 1, 0, and if you notice, Doctor.K kind of looks like a younger, skinnier version of Fantasy, and Ro32 of Jangbi. So, I mean, it's like they're little younger brothers playing in this game. I didn't catch. Did you catch the colors there? Did you see who is who? Before I say anything else. Okay, well, I'm sure it'll come back up.
I don't pay attention enough. Yeah, it'll come back up.
In a way, they're both going to kind of be losers. But, you know, I just want to say, like, how embarrassing would it be? Okay, it looks like there's a proxy gate going on from the blue Protoss, which I think is going to be pretty effective against Protoss in this map. Okay, the blue Protoss, that would be Ro32.
Young Min, that is Ro32 sending out that probe, so...
Don't tell me you read that.
Yeah, bro.
When did you become Korean?
Fucking super Korean. No, dude, I'm pretty much Korean, dude. But anyway, dude, super duper. I'm guessing a 2-gate proxy because I can't imagine, you know, from my iCup experiences, I don't think 1-gate proxy works very well against Protoss. So I mean,
no, it doesn't.
We're probably going to see some early zealots here, and I think it's going to be pretty effective. I mean, not this situation, but I mean, being on this map, and especially on a 1v1 map, I mean, Doctor.K didn't scout very early, so he has to, you know, be kind of comfortable, you know, not expecting any sort of a proxy, and I guess it'll really be up to if Doctor.K can scout that in time and maybe put down a second gateway of his own, because, you know, Ro32 took a pretty big economic hit sending that early probe, and if Doctor.K just scouts that and puts down a second gateway, it pretty much nullifies actually a single gateway, so... I'm not sure what he's going to try and do for this. Look at that. Doctor.K actually turned around. Oh, is he going to see that?
Oh my god.
Wow, he saw
what is he doing?
Nice move there from Doctor.K. Wow, that was,
I think he put up a second gateway before that anyway.
He put up the second gateway anyway. So, you know, I'm not sure what Ro32's doing here with this proxy gateway. It kind of confuses me. You know, how popular is a single proxy gateway versus Protoss?
Well, I think I've seen Stork do before. I mean, it can be used just kind of as a way to get a first zealot out for Oh my god, he's proxying something else. What a fucking guy. I mean, I think you can use it just for kind of like super zealot harass manor pylon sort of play. Oh man, please don't tell me he's gonna proxy DT. If you oh my god, if you proxy gate rushes into proxy gate DT,
Ro32 is so powerful.
I wouldn't even know what to say. I mean, you know what? How would you feel if you're Doctor.K and you lose 2 games in a row to DT, and you get knocked out of the MSL losing 2 PvPs to DTs? I mean, this is pretty fucking nuts. Oh my god.
He just proxied a cyber core.
But I think that Doctor.K is gonna. Sorry. Yeah, that's Doctor.K who's right. Doctor.K is gonna know something is up when he fucking scouts the main base and he sees nothing in there. Like, he sees a gas and nothing else. He's gonna know some kind of shenanigans are going on. Although he won't figure out what, but he's gonna know something strange is up. And this is like... Okay, he still hasn't taken a gas and he's just pumping solid amounts of zealots out of those 2 gateways. I think he what a fucked up game.
That's the best feeling
there to be another gateway.
You just scout your opponent's base, and it's just a nexus sitting there with probes. Like, there's not even a pylon. It's just a nexus, and you're just like facepalm. You're just like, really?
Not only that, but fucking
oh my god, Citadel.
Gas too.
Oh my
wow,
god,
this fucking DT rush is actually gonna come out really quickly. Dude, I think this is gonna work. Like,
yeah, because Dr. K, I mean, he's, you know, when you get in this mindset, when you scout a proxy, you think it's like, okay, I need to defend here. I mean, you know that you're ahead, you see the proxy, you just need to kind of play defensive, play passive, and he went for the second gateway, but he didn't take his gas very early. I mean, he's just pumping massive zealots, and Dr. K just with a huge economic advantage here at this point, but Harang 2 is pretty much going for the 1-2 punch here with the proxy gateway into Dark Templars, and if this doesn't succeed, he's just going to be at a massive disadvantage. But excellent micro there from Dr. K. I mean, I think Harang 2 has gotten 1 or 2 probes so far, but I mean, he's really minimizing losses.
Oh my god, he's got a Dragoon out of that one gate. So he's probably going to do some Dragoon micro against these Elots. I mean, if he loses that pylon, this is going to be retarded. He's not even going to get a DT out. How silly would he feel? Doing a good job picking off that one Zealot. I mean, he can't lose that pylon, though. He has to keep the pylon alive. It's all going to come down to micro. I don't know why he was going for the probe. Oh, almost got that in time. He really cannot afford to lose that pylon. That's just going to be a fucking disaster. It's
He's going to lose the pylon.
Okay, he lost the pylon.
He has a Templar Archives about the gateway.
It's going to be down, like, yeah, it's going to be done way later than the fucking Templar Archives. Although, you know, it might give Dr. K a false sense of security here. So that might be one of the consequences of this. Like, I don't think... Oh, no.
Oh, he's got a forge already.
Oh, what a clever bastard. He's actually got a forge. So, I mean, you know, he definitely saw this coming. I mean, seeing the fact that it was mining gas so early and only one proxy gateway, which he built a goon out of, I think he'd expected some kind of DT shenanigans. I mean, it might still do some damage here because he can deny the expo with the DTs and he can actually pick off those gateways. So he could do damage, but he just has to make sure not to lose too many fucking probes in the meantime because his base is completely undefended. There's nothing there. He's actually going to have to use his DTs just to defend against the army that's sent down here. Surprisingly, he's not building probes. You'd think he would be building a lot more probes at this stage of the game, trying to get his macro back up. Okay, there's a DT.
Wow, he has so few probes. Every single probe he loses right now is going to hurt him so much. I mean, look at that.
He's only lost one so far.
He's controlling it. Yeah, excellent probe micro. They're using it to kind of mess up the zealots. Looks like 3 probes, but he got 3 zealots there.
Only 2 probes.
So, you know,
only 2 probes.
Good micro there from Harang 2. It's kind of surprising. But one thing I want to point out too, Dr. K, I mean, he did that kind of really strange losing the Dark Templars for no reason build in the first game, and I think he really redeemed himself in this game because, I mean, he had perfect timing with that. I mean, that's a really kind of strange build, proxy gateway into Dark Templar, and he knew exactly, like, hypothetically, if that pylon wouldn't have died and the Templar would have been out, the cannon would have been out perfect timing. Yeah. So, I mean, Dr. K, you know, played really smart there, and I think he definitely redeemed himself losing the Dark Templars. But just like you said, I mean, Harang 2 is going to need to play it really, really clever here if he wants to make advantage of these Dark Templars. I mean, he pretty much is probably behind in at least, you know, 25 to 50% in probe count, and he's going to need probably to get an expansion up as soon as possible, and then to delay Dr. K's expansion as long as possible. And it's pretty much going to be up to Dr. K building up an army out of one base, and then probably pushing out with observers once that comes out.
Yeah, I mean, the best move for him right now is to Forge Expand. That's what he should be doing right now. Because I mean, Forge Expand is a really super solid build, because even if he goes Reaver, since you have that Templar Archives up already, you can just Forge Expand and go straight and research Storm and use Storm to hold off the Reaver. And cannons are really good against just pure Dragoon. So, I mean, that's a really strong build. The only reason you don't see that more is that it's really vulnerable in that time before you get cannons up. It's really easy for him to pick you apart. But, I mean, he has the DTs out across the map already. He has time now to build cannons. I don't know why he's not doing this. I think this is a mistake. I mean, he's going to have observers out, and there's just so many DTs. Those DTs are going to get picked off pretty easily. And he's behind in macro, although I think he's ahead in unit count because he... Oh, wow. Trading 1 DT for a goon there. Not a horrible exchange, but not really worth the money either. He did a good job picking off units of Dr. K's, so he's not really behind in military. He's got a good unit count. Oh, he can't lose all these Dark Templars. You got to get those out of here. He's going to lose at least one of them, but... Oh, wow. Almost saved that DT. That was actually pretty cool control. saving 2 of them, which is I guess what counts. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that he went for a 3rd gateway. He must be researching speed or something, and he's gonna go for a break. I don't know if that's the right move here. It's going to be really hard considering he's already economically behind, and he has 3 DTs, which are basically almost going to be useless with all the detection. I mean, he's only got 3 Dragoons. I really thought he had built more Dragoons, but only 3 Dragoons and 1 Zealot. Really not going to do shit. He's going to have to hope that he just scares him away at this point. Oh, no,
That's not going to happen. You know, I thought for a second there, I mean, there are 2 pathways, so I was thinking, well, maybe